Welcome everybody to Strahan Arena in Austin, Texas. This is League One volleyball where the home team, Austin, is welcoming in Madison. There's a lot on the line here. In order for Madison to capture the second seed in the tournament and get the first round bye, they have to win out. Atlanta has already captured first. Let's take a look at the lineups of these two teams. For Austin, if you're a Texas fan, you're going to be in luck. There's a lot of great players from there and some foreigners as well. Taking a look at Madison Skinner, one of the biggest stars in the game, fresh out of college. For Madison, Lauren Carlini, an Olympic medalist. Annie Drews as well. I'm Anne-Marie Anderson alongside Kevin Wong. Kevin, what should we be looking for in this match?
High energy. This is one of those school nights where the kids are going late into the gym, playing a little hooky, and I think people are really excited and fired up to see the Longhorns become the Lovehorns.
There we go. Longhorns suffered a loss yesterday in a long 5-set match. Will fatigue play a place? We'll find out. Sage Kahaina-Torres setting and serving for Austin. What a beautiful pass to start things off. Madison Skinner over the top, and it's a net violation against Madison.
And this Austin team is the best team when you look at net play. Hitting at the net, big blocks at the net. No one more powerful, no more intimidating, and Madison Skinner doing a lot of the leading in that category.
Sage serving, and libero Melissa Medved steps right in front of Franklin.
On the other side for this Madison team, 8 days since their last match. They're rested, gonna find a little bit of a groove. Could be some rust along the way as well.
Anna Stevenson Hall serving. Ball is just long.
And I'm really interested to watch this Austin team because in pressure situations last night, they looked a little tense, they looked a little tight. And they find that groove here tonight.
Logan Eggleston, former National Player of the Year, serving. Eggleston sets Madison Skinner, high reach. Carlini's a great defensive setter. Annie Drews Schumacher off the block and out.
Re-emergence of Annie Drews Schumacher over the last 6 matches since Kansas City. There's a before Kansas City stat line and an after Kansas City.
Yeah, she was fighting off some injuries, multi-time Olympian, and she has got herself healed. Bia Correa handles the first pass. Janitska, and it lands in. Jennifer Janitska from Germany, number 6 in blue. Terrific passer.
Coming off her best match of the season, 14 kills, hitting nearly 400.
Pass by Eggleston outside quickly. It's Anna Hawk from Sweden. Skinner inside the block and down.
I really like what Madison Skinner's done here. Hasn't had an easy swing yet. Tricky situations, and yet has showed a lot of patience. Making good decisions early.
Molly McCage serve. They're going for Franklin. They want Sarah Franklin to handle as many balls on serve receive as possible. No. Another step-in set from Logan Eggleston. Zoe Jarvis comes in. One of the really bright spot young liberos, certainly will be trying to make the Olympic team in years to come. Back to Skinner again. One blocker is not going to be enough.
That's the easy swing that she's been looking for, right? When it's easy, you can grip it and rip it. When you got 2 blockers in front in a really tough situation, just punt and get back and play defense.
Skinner serve down the line at Franklin. Tough ball, but it looks like, was it a communication error? Bia Correa is the other middle. We're just going to call her Bia. She's from Brazil. First name only. She's an Olympian. Quick outside. Sarah Franklin.
'23 National Player of the Year, 4-time All-American. She's done it all.
We are in Austin, Texas. We got our own fight here. Madison and Austin squaring off. Kevin Wong, take us through the tale of the tape.
Annie Drew Schumacher, she's a brawler, has the biggest left arm in the sport and one-punch knockout power. She's unorthodox, hits from crazy angles, and plays with a chip on her shoulder. Dares you to knock it off. On the other side, Chiako Bagu, she's a hunter, eases into the fray, studies her opponent, always looking for patterns. But when she has a read, she pounces. The best middle blocker in the world.
I'm Anne-Marie Anderson, Kevin along beside me. We're joining this in action. It is 6-6 in the first set. Best 3 out of 5 wins. This match is filled with the very best in the world. Olympians, not just from the United States, but from around the world, including Lauren Carlini, who is serving right now. You're looking at Annie Drew Schumacher, both of them fresh off the Olympics in Paris for Team USA. Carlini's serve is just wide. Austin had a really long match last night, 5 sets, and it was a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
They lost. What, Kevin, do you think they need to do to start off strong tonight?
Early start, right? Get a quick start, take care of the pass, let their net dominance take over.
And how about an ace serve from Chiako Bagu?
And that's not something you see every day. Aniska, the best passer in this league, just got aced.
Chiako Bagu, another multi-time Olympian, best blocker in the world, named after the last Olympic Games. Second one into the net. Look, Madison has a chance in the Love Finals, the championship tournament, if you will, to get the second seed and have a bye, a first-round bye. In order to do that, they have to win out the rest of their games. That's at stake for them today. Ace serve from Sarah Franklin.
And that's really been the challenge for Austin this year. They're losing the battle of the first contact. So when they're serving's got to be a little bit better, and then when they're receiving, got to take care of that first pass.
Teams are going after Logan Eggleston. You see her there, number 33. Converting. They're going after Eggleston because she is not the most experienced passer of the 3. You want to stay away from the libero.
Yeah, bright future ahead, though. National champion in 2022. She was the player of the year for University of Texas that year.
Yeah, we have a player of the year in 2022, NCAA-wise, and 2023 on the other side in Sarah Franklin. Jarvis picks it up smooth, and Madison Skinner.
Wow.
Jarvis again, uh-oh. Logan Eggleston does it and does not cross the center line, off the block and out. Madison prevails.
Missed opportunity for us, an amazing dig from Jarvis. Jarvis is like half libero, half acrobat back there on defense.
She really is. She was incredible. Started her collegiate career at Santa Barbara, went to UCLA, and finished it as a national champion at Texas. She's so lithe, moves unlike anybody else. Eggleston attacks the high hands for an Austin point.
What she's been working on, not hitting the meat of the block, hitting the edges, the high hands.
Eggleston serving. Hammered by Annie Drews.
Biggest left arm in the world, maybe the biggest arm period in the world. big up motion, puts a lot of power. It's amazing she's able to be as accurate as she is as well.
Spent her time collegiately at Purdue. Sends this long. Eggleston takes it, but she's got Jarvis right there. Anna Hawk, and she was fantastic last night.
Yeah, she kept this team in it. Did it offensively, coming off the bench and really turning the match around. Here tonight, she gets the start. Different kind of pressure.
They're keeping the ball on Franklin. She's doing all right. Head hunting goes Annie Drews-Schumacher.
It's that power. You can't get out of the way.
You talked about Zoe Jarvis being an acrobat. Well, she's got some experience. This is what she does for fun, and this explains a little bit why she is so quick on the floor, completely balanced, and you'll see this play out through the match today. League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball champion will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Tickets are now on sale. Go to LOVBfinals.com for more details. Madison Skinner jumping out of the gym.
Yeah, in rare air, 40-inch vertical jump. She touches 11'2". How does that compare? Got her forearm around the rim. Female average giraffe, 15 feet, not quite there yet, but take a look at the octagon. She's got hips over there. Easy little vault for Madison Skinner.
Yeah, for those of you coming from UFC, here's a great comparison of her to other athletes. I mean, look at how elite she is in terms of her athletic ability. Bigger jump than Steph Curry. And again, I should say, those heights for the basketball and NFL players came from the combine, so younger. So Tom Brady, 24 inches at the combine. We're not saying 40-year-old Tom Brady. We're saying in their prime. Sarah Franklin touches the first ball. Great vision from the backcourt.
You see the hustle for Madison Skinner. That's been the most impressive thing for me so far as well. She's number 2 as an opposite in the back row, showing you the complete game.
Spent some time with the national team overseas last year, playing Volleyball Nations League with her sister. If there's a hole in the block, Anna Hawk is going to exploit it.
Ball control, care of the Dutch national team. Bringing some power as well. 14 kills, 0 errors last night.
Calling her own number. Logan Eggleston, great control in the air. Sage Kahana-Torres will go back to Madison Skinner, who accelerates into the play.
This team just looks different tonight. Got settled in, and some teams, the older teams, they don't want to go back-to-back. I think a younger team, fresher legs like this Austin team, I think it can settle the nerves.
Pass is great. Oh my, rattles around and put down by Jacko Bagu.
You want to be a good middle, you got to be relentless, even when you're late. Even though you should probably count yourself out, she keeps hustling and use all the equipment. I think she got that with her forehead.
Doesn't matter, right? You can use your head in this game. Trying to react. Sarah Franklin, number 13 for Madison. Looking at Anna Stevenson Hall. Sarah Franklin receives the majority of serve. She has all season long, and she has worked so hard on her passing.
Yeah, you talked about 6'4" outside hitter, National Player of the Year, 4-time All-American. 2028 definitely in her sights for the Olympic Games in LA.
Yeah, she's part of the Love Six, it's called. 6 elite athletes who came straight out of NCAA volleyball into professional volleyball. Took a whole 2 weeks off after the championship tournament in December. She said it's just been fantastic. It's like a graduate education in volleyball immediately.
And I think one of the coolest things, right? So she graduates this year from Wisconsin. Well, her setter now, Lauren Carlini, was her assistant coach at the collegiate level this last year.
Yeah, she was technically listed as something else, consultant and statistician, but she was part of that staff. Quick to the pin. Jarvis lined up perfectly. You see the strength of Sage Kahana-Torres with that set.
Now she looks confident here tonight. She can set that ball on a string from wherever she is on the court.
Take a look one more time at the power of Sage Kahana-Torres. All the way out to Logan Eggleston. Early timeout from Madison.
Very different energies in the 2 timeouts. You can see this bubbling over tension and fire and intensity from Austin. On the other side, this Madison team, very calm, very collected. It's been a really long year. They've faced a lot of adversity, but they're on the biggest match-winning streak they've seen all year long, 5 in a row.
Yeah, they had a rough patch early on. I believe they lost 8 consecutive. And it's amazing for them because they have the possibility of taking Houston out of the 2nd spot and putting themselves in position for a bye. Eggleston, hot hand. Now if Austin wins today, then Houston secures the 2nd seed in the finals, and they will get a 1st-round bye. Austin, meanwhile, still in the hunt for 3rd in terms of a seed. Drew Schumacher, you know where it's going. You know where she's probably going to hit that ball. You still can't stop it.
It's the blend, right? She's got the range and then the power, and it's just so hard to stop both of those things put together.
With Anna Stevenson Hall serving, Bia Correa from Brazil up front and in the middle for Madison. Carlini first touch. And Stevenson Hall coming in the second ball. There is no libero on the floor right now for Madison, and that's what they do.
I mean, that's that express elevator to the penthouse, right? And she's just up so high. Looks so easy.
For the casual fan, it's important to notice when there is no libero, that's the different colored jersey on the floor, because players will try to exploit that.
You know, talking to Chris McGowan after last match, it really was the defense that he was most underwhelmed by. Not settled in, a little bit jumpy. and just finding out where they want to be. He's a substitute coach. He's brought in some new systems, and there's been a little bit of acclimatization.
Yeah, Chris McGowan, the interim head coach for Austin, said, look, the team hasn't had much time running my system. Schumacher off the block, and good. It's a one-point match. Just a look at Chris McGowan. He's the ABC National Coach of the Year. He's coached internationally, very well respected, and a big part of Gold Medal Squared, which is a coaching philosophy and system within the United States. Unitska begging for it outside. She'll get it. Skinner. Crushed inside the line.
Right, and so she goes up high and establishes that elevation, and all of a sudden you start reaching with her, and then she starts carving that ball and hitting the side of it. Can't be in two places at once.
Skinner is one more kill away from 200 this season. Milestone watch for her. Bia Correa slowed down. Unitska going for high hands and gets a piece of him. It's just another way to attack the ball. You can hit down, you can hit in, or you can try to hit high off of those hands so the ball takes off and can't be tracked down. Tough ball. Franklin on top of it. Carlini out to Franklin. Right over the top. Kyle Torres reads it. Kevin, we have seen Skinner go inside the block several times. Should they move the block, or should they try to dig that ball?
I think so. That's unstoppable to be dug in the back, so you got to put a wall up in front, but she's got all the answers to the quizzes early on. 200
points for Madison Skinner. Milestone just reached.
And been an absolute winner, right? Kentucky, she was part of that NCAA championship team in 2020, and then she transfers over to Texas where they win 2022, 2023. Most outstanding player in 2023.
And she was most outstanding player from the championship. Take a look at her one more time. We told you how she gets up.
And the hardest thing to defend against in a gym is something that you don't see very often. And Madison Skinner jumps to heights that no one else in this league can.
Yeah, it's remarkable looking at her impact she's already had today. We came all the way from Canada on my 13th birthday to meet Madison Skinner. Oh boy. I mean, the fans last night stayed around for over an hour as the players signed autographs. They're superstars.
And how cool are our players that so many of them stuck around, right? So many of them signed.
I mean, including Madison Skinner was out here forever. Lexi Rodriguez, who plays for Omaha, was out here forever. Medved handles first ball, and they get Bia Correa involved.
And if you want to see the fastest setter to the right side, the back set, Lauren Carlini, that's her key. That's something that she's so good at. She sets faster to the right than she does to the left.
Oh, that was so beautiful. It's like, oh.
You know, Baku coming off two of her quietest matches of the year, right? So she's been a little bit quiet and a little bit of a slump. I'm really interested to see what she does under the bright lights here tonight.
Stevenson Hall, first ball. Franklin is saying there's a touch. All of Madison is asking Matt Furbringer, their head coach, to challenge.
Hawkeye technology. You gotta listen to your players, right?
Yeah.
Matt Furbringer, I don't think he was convinced of it, but take a look. Oh yeah.
Well, and this would be set point otherwise. So we see Ovagu, and indeed it's going to be a change. So it'll now be 21-24. It's going to be set point, but it's not over yet. Carlini.
And you got so many weapons, right? Eggleston on the left, Obagu, and then watch out for Maddie Skinner coming up the pipe.
Jarvis, perfect pass. Medved red. And Madison stays alive.
What in the world was Medved doing there?
She watched last night's games and watched how much Sage done.
She was in no woman's land there.
Yeah. Take a look at it one more time, how she slides in on the setter down.
A lot like a spy in football, right? So she's there right behind the defensive line, ready for all those quarterback sneaks, the draws. What a read.
Chris McGowan called a timeout, wants to slow a little bit of this roll. It's set point number 3 for Austin. Medved out of Serbia, one of just a core of elite libros in this country. I mean, in this league.
Yeah, first time out of her country, and took her a little time to get used to it, but the second part of the season has earned that libero jersey.
Set point number 3 for Austin. Great pass by Eggleston. And she set herself up for the set winning kill. Austin looking sharp. No signs of a 5-set battle last night. They look fresh as a daisy. How will Madison respond? Any changes or just more aggressive coming out of this?
When you talk about Annie Drews Schumacher, you talk about power, and you see how she generates it. The low wrist, the low elbow gives her a lot of range of motion. Across the net, you've got Jordan Thompson, who's the opposite from Houston. High elbow, high wrist, and all that motion, all that range creates time, creates power. You contrast that to Steve Young, one of the great left-handed quarterbacks, high elbow, high wrist. He's got to keep it quick because he's got people trying to sack him. He's got defensive linemen in his face. But what Annie Drew Schumacher is able to do in space from behind the line, pretty special.
I always think it looks like she's taking her hand out of her pocket, right? Like it's so low, makes it very difficult to read where she's going as it's coming up. They're keeping the ball on Logan Eggleston. A miss hit once in a while plays in your favor. She's kind of holding in a laugh.
And both teams coming into this second set, keeping everything pretty similar, right? The lineups in place, and Matt Furbringer trusting the process and trusting this team to get some of that rust off.
Trouble. Franklin redeems herself. Jarvis slides underneath it. More heat, picked up. Not worth it this early in the set, really, to run into it. Like, could they have gotten the ball? Yes. Would somebody have gotten hurt? Very definitely.
It's always worth it, Anne-Marie Anderson. And you see this dig in the right place. Jarvis's range, that's what makes her special.
Austin is stacked to the right. Stevenson Hall tries to serve into the congestion. Get Molly McCage going. She's been elite for Austin.
She's been going all year long. One of the most consistent hitters. She's doing it at the block. Maybe her best offensive presence throughout the season.
With her in the back court. Jacko Bagu back in. Open net. Skinner went up too early, was already down.
Was a soccer goalkeeper until she was 11 years old, and then volleyball became the storyline.
Perfect pass by Eggleston.
And Kahaina Torres, the setter, doing a really good job at distributing, keeping Madison off their guard. And a big part of that, though, the passing for Austin, much better than it was last night.
Yeah, and I mean, Logan Eggleston is targeted on that side, Sarah Franklin on the others. It's a quick education. Nice pass from Franklin, too, on that one.
We need a new stat column, right? Because you got Obagu's blocks, but she's also got the hurry. She's also got the ones where she forces errors.
Yeah, I once asked her what she is looking at. She said, you know, I'm looking at the batters hit their feet, their body, their eyes. She's like a computer taking it all in.
And some of these hitters brand new, right? You gotta start the computer up and start getting some info, like Sarah Franklin.
There you're seeing the slide and pipe combination as Obagu's going behind. Skinner coming up the middle from the backcourt.
Devastating, right? And if you're Medved on the other side, you got no blocks in front of you, and you're just staring down the barrel of a gun. This is scary stuff.
Bia picked up. Skinner from the backcourt, sent back by Yanitska. No touch, ball's wide, point Madison. Madison having a substitution come in. This is Taylor Sambothy. Played her collegiate volleyball at Ohio State. She is a middle blocker with a lethal serve. There is no libero on the floor right now for Madison. The block and good.
Looks jumpy tonight. Arm swing looks good. It's amazing how when you start passing better, the rest of your game takes care of itself.
With Chiako Obagu serving now, Austin without a libero on the floor. I mentioned it because are they going to drop the ball a little shorter? Maybe not. Medved picking up some great balls today, and it drew Schumacher. Franklin, nice dig, overhead dig. Janitska tries less.
She's so smart. The best of Germany. German national team for 10 years, 3 times the German League champion. Still very good. Best receiver at the 2024 German Cup.
She played collegiately in the United States, came over from Germany to play at Miami and Marquette. Struggled. Is there a touch? I thought I saw one. How about you?
I saw one too.
The call was no, and so Matt Furbringer is going to ask for a challenge, and he does. Where is there a touch on the block?
Men's national team assistant coach, 2 stints from 2013 to 2017. No, right up the middle.
Well, we're not to be trusted, are we? I don't see a thing move. Now, the original call was no touch, so it would have to be conclusive, or the call will stand.
Oh, now they're switching it over to, no, it wasn't a touch. We're looking for a net now. Usually have to make that declaration early in the process. Otherwise, you could just go around the dial and just start selecting
Football,
things.
Center line, yeah.
Yeah. And Chris McGowan coming over and going, what kind of funny business is this? that's the cat smile right there.
Either way, ball stays with Austin. Original call. Perfect pass by Franklin. Janitska is saying absolutely that was in, and the officials agree.
I mean, and just keeping going on the role she was. She's here for passing. She's here for defense. She's here for all the decision making, and yet she's been one of their best offensive weapons.
Miscommunication, it goes to Madison's advantage, and they're locked up at 7.
And those are the kind of plays where you don't get a swing, you don't get a chance. Those are the ones that really bite Austin. Those are the ones that they got to minimize.
It's got to start with a good pass. You've mentioned their struggles. Zoe Jarvis nails it. And that is former National Player of the Year against former National Player of the Year, one-on-one. Eggleston wins that one. Ball's down.
And you're going to see this Madison team do a lot more tipping and slopping, off-speed shots. They don't have the big arms besides Drew Schumacher. They don't have all the height like Madison Skinner. So they're going to do it with some alternative methods, a little bit more off-speed, junk ball.
We're seeing Sandbothi in the front court for Madison. She's an excellent blocker. Blocked to the back line by Drew Schumacher.
Pretty good swing there from Hawk on the outside. That's typically a ball where it's in the air so long you expect someone to go cover it.
Pass is on the money. Torres didn't have to take a step.
Now McCage has been so steady. Hometown girl. Grew up in Austin, played for Austin Juniors, goes and plays at UT Austin, and then the full circle here professionally.
Finished well by Anna Hawk.
How about the dig to set it off from Aina Torres?
McCage continuing to serve. Drew Schumacher down. It's good. Still in play.
Oh, no.
For touches their back row player.
And Logan Eggleston taking claim for it. I didn't see it. It happened so quickly.
Yeah. Locked at 10s. Drew Schumacher serving. Skinner, again, cutting inside the block, this time too wide.
And this is the challenge, right? Austin has been so good when they have a cushion, when they have a little breathing room. On the other side, you got a Madison team that all year long has been fighting uphill, right? They've it's been adversity. So this is normal for them to have tight play.
Hey, if they have healthy people, they're winning, right? Like, that's just in life. They've had a lot of injuries. Sage Kahane Torres threads the needle to Chiako Obagu.
She's a risk taker. She'll go against the flow. She'll make the sets that maybe aren't the mathematical ones, but it's always a good choice, right? That always maths out. Go to the best middle blocker in the world.
Franklin, another great pass, sets this up for Sambothi. Franklin digging everything. Oh, Drew Schumacher from the backcourt. We will step away for the media timeout. It's a close one, as we would expect. Madison with a micro lead here in set number 2. It has been hard-hitting and fast-paced. When we come back, more from set number 2. University of Texas multi-time national champion. This is the 2022 championship. Take a look at these familiar faces, Kevin. Many of them on Love Austin.
Eggleston there, O'Neal, Aina Torres, Jarvis, as well as Skinner was on that team. Eggleston on that team. Yeah, that's the heart and soul of this Love Austin squad here.
Yeah, and you got like a couple of generations of it, right? Because you've got that one, but then you've got Obagu, Molly McCage as well, who was part of it, Kat Bell.
Yeah, we
Nicole
might see
Fawcett.
Kat Bell before the end of the night. She's the game changer for this Austin team.
Composure as Strahan Arena is on a swivel.
Competed on the track and field team at Marquette as well. Got some springs, got some speed, some quick twitch.
for that corner, picked up by Hawk. Solo block by Carlini.
Known for her defensive prowess. Putting up a good wall at the net. Showed a little bit of line and then took it away. The old show and take.
Sandbothy. Jarvis got a line drive pass. Enough though. How good is Caroline Torres that she can handle literally any kind of pass?
I don't know. That wasn't the play. That was the broken play. Used to going fast to Obago. That time she's just going hands to the air, palm universal, like, hey, did what we had to do.
Did what I had to do. Drew Schumacher dug beautifully. Franklin slides underneath it. Here's Janitska. Can it be chased down? Franklin does it. Slide, Molly McCage just a little bit wide. How about Sarah Franklin going for a run?
On her horse, right?
Yeah.
Saw the dig, not the best dig, pulled off the court, makes the first sprawl, and then look at her go.
Well done. Skinner changes it up. You're on your heels waiting for heat.
Yeah, she's established the fastball, right? Doesn't even have to be that good of a changeup. You're on your heels, you're expecting, you got your helmet on, you got a lot of fear factor going. Passing has been steady so far here for Austin, but the serves, it's crazy that they're as good a blocking team as they are without putting pressure on the other teams from the service line. Usually those two things are hand in hand.
Yeah, right? You put the pressure on, ball's coming over.
Out of system, more predictable offense. Good serve.
A serve from Janitska.
Right, and remember, Inouye, the second libero for this Texas team, not available. So what you see is what you get in the passing column for this Austin team.
Yeah, and Eggleston was getting out of the way because Jarvis coming in. That time they go for that seam again. Jarvis, you see the acrobatics that we were talking about earlier. Oh, Skinner's like betrayed by my body. She was lined up perfectly.
It's like when the tennis player looks at their racket after a mishit.
Yeah, exactly. Timeout taken by Austin as Madison holds a 3-point lead.
And this is the breakdowns, right? The passing breaks down, and confidence is contagious, but so is fear.
Get across, get across. Remember 6. You got 6 head up down the line, right? Number 6.
You can vote for your favorite player on and off the court. Love icons highlight players who are helping to grow the sport of volleyball and inspiring the next generations. Go to LOVB.com and make sure you cast your vote by April 1st. Enter the sweepstakes, and one lucky fan and 3 of their besties will be able to attend the Love Finals in Louisville. How about that? Party of 4, please, for a great weekend in Louisville, KFC Young Center, where this year's the 2024 NCAA Championship was held. Klein Torres goes back again. Drew Schumacher still knows her where she is in the floor and hits just the sideline, even though she was well inside.
Lauren Carlini, by far the best defender at the center position. She says, I love playing defense.
Yes.
And because of that intention, because of that energy, it just shows up. Hustle, energy, drive.
They're trying to keep that ball on Eggleston. 4-point lead for Madison, now cut to 3.
Eggleston, one of their better servers. See if they can put some pressure here on Franklin.
And that's what they have been trying to do in every team all season. Franklin handles it. And ball is wide.
And sometimes you serve an athlete when they're in the front row, not just to get the ace, but to change the tempo, make them change their route on the approach and cause some hitting errors.
Franklin's had matches where she's received 56 balls at a time. That ball is good on the line. Point Madison.
Last professional coaching assignment in Nagoya, Japan.
For McGowan. Anna Hall serving. Skinner off the block, chased down by Hall. Outside, it'll be Hawk. And Franklin's all over it. Drew Schumacher. Molly McCage clobbers it down.
She's been confident, she's been healthy, she's been athletic, she's been aggressive. All year long.
Yeah, and McGowan is saying she's just a coach's dream. When I asked Molly about it, she said, look, I'm getting older. I want to learn everything I can and be as good as I possibly can. Drew Schumacher.
Little grunt on that one.
Yeah.
Little
Madison looking to tie it up here, 1 set apiece.
Said,
best 3 out of 5.
I play my best when I got a little edge, when I'm got a chip on my shoulder.
She can be scary. Can Austin take advantage of the miscue? They've got Skinner on the back line.
They need an Obagu block.
Front court setter both sides of the net. How about Franklin's elevation on that play?
Yeah, she's got length, right, that you can't teach, and because of it, she's able to hit some different angles. This one is the always more angle hit.
She can really hit like 6 feet, you know, from the net. Speaking of angles,
love the push that Austin's made. They stabilize a little bit, but do they have one more push? Franklin in the back, Yaniska in the front. This is a chance.
They will keep it on Franklin, certainly. Tight.
Oh, wow.
Missed opportunity. And ball wide. That's one that frustrates Austin.
Oh, the easy ones, right? The overpass.
Yeah. Timeout called by Austin. It's their second and final timeout of this set.
Let's just make sure you're in charge of that one. Either you're hitting it or you're telling her to hit it. So just one way or the other. We missed a couple of those, I think. So just make sure you're getting a good look at those overpasses. And if you're not the one in the front row, you got a better look at that overpass than we do standing on the net. You got to be yelling over, 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 so we hear it here. Hey, we need a side out. Let's go.
Very descriptive in talking with Coach McGowan after last night's 5-set loss to Omaha. He said everything was just slightly off. We were in the wrong positions. You know, we were just a little bit off, you know, small adjustments, and that sounds like what he's talking about right now.
Son of a legend, Carl McGowan, Hall of Famer.
Chiako Bagu through the block and down. Austin within 2.
Now, one of Carl McGowan's quote, so the dad always talked about not being able to control the winning and the losing, but being content with the dignity of our effort.
All right, I'll take that, right? That's within your control. Look at that hitting percentage for Obagu, 833. They haven't gone to her a ton. McCage to Eggleston. Fans are on fire for their home team.
That's Sage's best set. She's so good off to the left, so strong, sets such a good rhythm and tempo. And that connection with Eggleston's been magical, not just all night long, but throughout their career at Texas as well.
Keep an eye here, and if they're going to have the Molly McCage slide behind and Skinner come up the pipe. Molly puts it right in Anna Stevenson Hall's lap for a tied set. Matt Fernringer will call a timeout to speak to his Madison team.
Hey, talk about passing.
This Madison team had the lead. It's going a little bit awry, and it's interesting to see Taylor Sambothi talking.
The passing's broken down a little bit, and this is that rotation. Both teams have switched from their strong rotations to now setters in the front row. They're a little bit weaker, a little bit more predictable on offense. And you can see Matt Furberger spent a lot of time with his setter, Lauren Carlini, to kind of talk through the different options and who she has to go to here. Haven't said Anna Stevenson Hall much. Yaniska is a second option.
Drew Schumacher is coming around. She's in the backcourt, coming around.
Got a lot of run to do, right?
Yeah. Carlini is front court, as is Sage Kahana-Torres. They go for the long run of Drew Schumacher.
It's the steps. We talk about checkers versus chess, and we've seen it all night long tonight. Teams see when the middle blocker's in there instead of the libero, and they tip in front of that middle blocker.
Annie Drew Schumacher already 12 kills. Pass is perfect. And they give it right back to her.
Automatic. That's the right choice. I was afraid she'd try to go back to McCage, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Anna Stevenson Hall, you called it. They haven't gone to her much.
That's surprising, right? You had Drew Schumacher in the front row.
It is set point Madison, looking to even this match at 1 apiece.
And Yaniska's serve has been deadly here tonight so far.
Eggleston behind. The hand on that ball, Madison point. Carl McGowan is going to challenge that for Austin. Is that the end of the set, or did it catch?
Not close.
No, but was that the question? Block touch, or was it an out? That was the question. I guess it was block touch. And so the set goes to Madison. We are locked up at 1 set apiece. Madison with the response. They did it off the big arms that they have. Andy Drew Schumacher with 12. Anna Stevenson Hall with the finish. And Sarah Franklin with 9 kills. Offensively, Madison getting it done. Madison fans on their feet. It is match point. It does not work, and Madison picks up their second win.
Madison wins by sweep over Austin. Doesn't a healthy Annie Drew Schumacher make all the difference?
Madison running away with it at the end. They will continue their climb along with their head coach, Matt Furbringer.
Madison is way too long. They are a complete and total freight train.
That's how it ends. Madison storms back.
5-match win streak.
They couldn't win this whole thing.
What looked really rough for Madison early on, going 1-7 in their first matches, 5-0 now. I asked Matt Furbringer, like, what's been the difference? He said, number one, health.
Yeah.
Right? And then just finding their group.
Yeah, it's been a long season, right? Even before the season, Sarah Parsons goes out with maternity leave. Danielle Hart gets injured before the season's even started, right? And then throughout the year, Claire Felix out for the year, Sam Bothy out mid-season, Correa out mid-season, Schumacher limited action in the first 5 matches, but it doesn't matter because you put it together last 2 weeks and get on a little roll.
And again, remind people what's at stake. If Madison wins out their last 3 games, they will get second seed in the finals, and with that comes a bye. That's more rest for people like Annie Drew Schumacher. There, they got the better of Franklin. Bullet pass. Carlini kind of intercepts it for the set.
And that was a play that in prior years would probably be called a double, right? But NCAA collegiately changing the rule over, Love changing the rule over as well. I like that change.
I do too. It doesn't make it any easier to hit if it's a double. It's like throwing a wobbly football pass.
Quick start, really key for this Austin team.
I think Austin spun the dial a little bit here. Well, Bagu originally was on the floor to start the sets. Perfect pass. The big dig, Drew Schumacher. Stopped by Hawk. And then Skinner eating it up at the net.
Her sister Avery Skinner, also a star in the making, playing over in Italy this season. We could see Skinner and Skinner.
Oh, we sure
in
could.
LA.
Skinner, Avery Skinner was a big part of the Paris Olympics medal run. And last year, during Volleyball Nations League overseas in Brazil, there was a moment where both Skinners were on the floor. Madison on the right, Avery on the left. And I was just thinking of their parents, you know, loving every minute of that.
Father Brian, a 14-year NBA veteran.
Annie Drew Schumacher.
Oh, wow.
What happened? There was an outside the antenna, it wasn't. Ray McGowan is calling the challenge.
And with ball hawk, there's no lines people, right? So some of these plays, if you don't quite see it, even though it's a very obvious touch off of someone's.
That should be a quick review. And it was. See it off Anna Hawk's shoulder.
Matt Furbringer's daughter, Charlie, playing at University of Wisconsin.
Yep, freshman setter, had a wonderful year. He's got a son, Mateo, who he told me he wants to spend time with this summer, also a volleyball star at the high school level. That's a family affair over there. Joy McKenzie, now Joy Furbringer, his wife, was a national champion at Long Beach State.
The gene pool is strong with those.
It is. It is. Ace serve by Drew Schumacher. We're seeing aggression from Madison, and McGowan going to call a timeout. He's slowing it down. What are they playing for at the end of the year? We'll take a look at this. The exquisite Love Championship Trophy has been on display via Whistle Stop Tour throughout the country. It's been popular with fans of all ages who've had the opportunity to pose with the sterling silver Tiffany Trophy, which stands 21 inches, and it's so heavy, it's 13 pounds. The winning team at the Love Finals will get to take home this beautiful piece of hardware on April 13th. League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball champion will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Tickets are now on sale. Go to LOVBfinals.com for more details. 3 months ago, Madison Skinner and Sarah Franklin were playing in college. Here they are, directly into their pro careers and stars on both of their teams. It has been a trajectory of learning for them. Hawk over dig. Skinner trying to push that ball. Franklin recycles in. It's kind of who's going to settle themselves here. Carlini.
Got a really interesting story. Last cut in 2020, didn't make the Olympic team. Super discouraging, but yet stuck around, kept working, and a big part of the 2024 silver medal winning team.
Ball coming back. Carlini, love that set over to Zambothi. Calls her own number a second time and it works.
And all year long has not called her own number, but when you have 8-9 days between matches, you can retool. You can come up with some new strategies, some new plans, and we've seen Matt Furbringer really has prepared his team well here tonight. What a long year, right? You lose 8 in a row, that's going to make you question yourself a little bit.
Yeah, when I checked in with Sarah Franklin, I said, how you doing? She said, wonderful. Winning is so much fun. Reminder, they're going for their 6th consecutive win here, Madison is. Slowed down. Ed is tying her shoes, so giving her a moment. Molly McCage serving. Drew Schumacher is backcourt. Franklin challenging the block. It's the worst feeling as a middle blocker when you lose it in the air, not sure where it is.
That's a clash of the Titans out there, right? You got Franklin on the one side, you got Maddie Skinner on the other side.
Yeah, they squared off against each other in the national championship in 2023. Franklin got ABC Player of the Year that year. Madison Skinner got Most Outstanding Player and the national championship. Quick look by Carlini across the net. Jarvis picks it up again. Feet around it by Skinner and gets it done.
And this is the rotations a little tougher now for Madison. And Carlini has been solving that by being a little more aggressive offensively.
Outside to Hawk. Carlini's approaching a big milestone too. 4 assists away from 600 in the season. After that one, it's just 3 away from 600 for the year. Substitution happening on the other side for Austin. We have seen this substitution. Leah Hardiman coming in. She played collegiately for Coastal Carolina. You want to talk about a vertical, by the way? She goes up, up, and away. She'll come in and pass, take some of that pressure off of Franklin. They go at her.
Sambothy high up in the rankings as a server, right? In a middle blocker, those are two things you wouldn't necessarily put together.
Only skill you can completely control. And it's Sambothy who causes that overpass kill to Anna Hawk.
You know, Matt Furbringer here in the black sweater, in the darkest of days, gives a lot of strength to the strength coach of this team, Brian Bott. He's on the bench. He's with the team over there. Said he's always been a big energy, always positive. And the analogy he brought in was be the buffalo. And the reason why is when things are tough, what the buffalo does, instead of turning and running away from the storm, be the buffalo, head towards the storm, face it, confront it, get through the pain, and get through the other side. And it's been a big part of the turnaround for this Madison team.
Yeah, I mean, the cow goes with the storm. They stay in it. So he had these shirts made saying, look, be the buffalo. You know it's going to be hard. You know it's going to do, but go through it, and you're in that pain for a shorter period of time.
And a lot of people ask me, well, why aren't there mascots? Why aren't there all these things for different teams? And the reason why, authenticity, organic, who knows? We could be calling this the Madison Buffaloes next season.
I like the way you think. Hardiman, Skies goes into the block, but it's sent too far down.
They're through the storm, right? They're on the other side. It's sunny, it's downhill.
There's all these cows on the other side of the storm somewhere in the world. I don't know.
Running the opposite way.
Yeah.
Be the buffalo. That kind of fits with your philosophy, right, Emery?
Absolutely. Just go right into it. It's coming for you anyway. So go into it. All right, they have gone after Leah Hardiman, and it has been really tough. So Chris McGowan has a substitute coming in, Anna Hawk. Trying to get a little bit of a break to her, didn't get it. Sambothy again, another tough serve. You were talking about her.
Brendan, Sambothy wasn't available in the last match. She hasn't played in 4 of the last 6, and yet here she is, big match, big TV, showing up in a big way.
Chris McGowan trying another substitution, if you will. He wants to see what Alicia Gennari can do. She was a big factor last night. He was going to try to rest her a little bit to now. Chiako Bagu
I just got the chills. Obagu coming out trying to change this game, right? This is what this team needs. They need leadership. They need someone come out there and set the bar.
Number 6, Alessia Gennari from Italy. Played all 5 sets last night. We're just seeing 2 different teams now. What the Madison team that, or excuse me, the Austin team that we saw at the beginning of the match is just faltering.
Yeah, the only other button that Chris McGowan can press over there is to put Carly Lloyd in as the setter.
Skinner. That's Carlini's 600th assist.
Wow. They can do no wrong.
Now, Lauren Carlini just passed that milestone. 600 assists in this season. She's been doing this for a very long time throughout her career. That ball out.
And this lead's so large, you might be able to catch up, but really what you need to do is you need to find some normalcy. If you're Austin, you need to find a little bit of momentum, a little bit of mojo. None right now.
And Stevenson Hall picked up. Skinner. There's that defensive prowess from Carlini. She loves it, and it leads to this Midas touch.
Carlini talks about her club days when she was just a youth. The Japanese defensive system, lots of reps, staying low to the ground, lots of blue-collar work ethic, and you see she's just dialed in. That's mastery.
I mean, when you love something, and she really loves it, you just study it in all different forms. You watch it, you practice it, you research it. Gennari. It is good. Matt Furbringer originally called it out. There will be no challenge.
It's so, I love the dynamic because the referee's just looking at him going, you got a button, press the button.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the great equalizer for referees.
And there we are again. Ball goes long. And I'll ask you this time, do you believe in the ball never lies philosophy?
No.
Okay.
No.
Why is that?
I'm a realist, a pragmatist.
A pragmatic. Sambothi didn't even have to take a step.
This is crazy.
Yeah, when they run the cage behind, but you got Skinner back there, opens things up a bunch. Skinner blocked. Franklin and Sambothi.
And the combo for Franklin, she's getting served every ball and handling that pressure.
Yeah.
She's got that even-keeled demeanor that the great passers do.
She does, and I've seen her take herself out of practices at times and just go work on passing in the backcourt. I've seen her have hour-long meetings at hotels with Matt Furbringer talking about it when she was getting targeted during that losing streak, and she's the Buffalo. She just worked right through it. About Anna Stevenson Hall with the dig, and then converted.
You know, I think the other thing you're seeing right now is you have a setter like Carlini, 31 years old, at the top of her game, in her prime. And Kaha Aina Torres, she's still getting there. And she's still trying to figure out how to get to the next level, a little more sophisticated offense, being one step ahead of the defense.
In this set, Madison is hitting 520 as a team. It's an outrageous number.
Of course, it helps to have really good passing.
Yep.
And Madison hasn't had that, or Austin hasn't had that in this set. And they too got to weather the storm, right?
Yeah.
In situations like this, you say, we can't keep playing this bad. They can't keep playing this well. We'll get our chance.
Drew Schumacher kind of leading her right into that block. Four players on Austin's side have a kill in this set. 6 on Madison's side. They've just got the opportunity to distribute it so much more with their passing. And everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now for Austin. Free ball. Carlini's got every option available.
You know, and you look at this Austin team and just youth across the board. There's some internationals there, but like, who steps in and takes the lead, and who steps in and sets the tone?
And my question is, what do you do if you're Chris McGowan after this set? What do you say to your team after such a rough spot?
I think I'd probably bring in Carly Lloyd.
Have her run the offense.
Just change it up, right?
Mm-hmm. Go to what you know. That one is long, but there's just absolutely no pressure on Madison at this point.
And this Austin team, maybe the two best setters, and there's a really close competition. And Carly Lloyd has been starting for half the season, and here tonight, the last couple days, it's been Sage Kaha'aina Torres this time. And sometimes when you make changes like that, it's not because the setter's struggling, it's just because everyone else is struggling, and you got to give a little bit of a new vibe.
Right. And every setter is different, so it makes everybody almost a little more conscious of what they're doing. There's a pass from Hawk. It's still up, but I don't think Skinner expected that at all. Jarvis. Go to what you know. It is Madison. Set point off the Drew Schumacher kill.
Looked like Maddie Skinner was taking control of that timeout huddle for Austin. Like that.
Serving for the set, Sarah Franklin. Obagu, no touch. And Madison takes set number 3 decisively. There's a lot of work for Austin to be done in a very short period of time. Madison leading this set 2-1. Carlini and company completely in control in set number 3. What adjustments will Austin make when we come back for set 4? We're going to find out.
top blocking team in the league.
Rejected by Fawcett.
Block you.
There's a block by Carter Lloyd.
Oh my goodness, that was nasty.
No! Eggleston right hand.
Big block by Maddie Skinner.
O'Neal getting in on the block part.
Block solo for Molly McCabe.
Jocko Bongu winning the match for her team.
Austin, the top blocking team in the league. They averaged 3.32%. Kevin, they've only got 2 tonight. How do they get back from here to their strength?
I think sometimes it starts on serve receive and getting the vibe and the flow going, because they haven't been able to put any pressure across the net. Carlini has been masterful. She's been keeping the block guessing all night long.
I mean, that's what we've always talked about when we see Austin. Jocko block you, we call her. It has just been very uncharacteristic, but it's a new set. 4th one, Madison wins this set. They win the match.
Starting in rotation 1, they're having some lineup issues now here for this Austin team.
Yep, they've got Kat Bell on the floor. They've got Asia O'Neal on the floor, but they did stay with Sage Kahina-Torres. So they changed out hitters. Alyssa Gennari, that we saw come in.
I like that. This is probably the best passing crew that this Austin team has, and you bring Kat Bell out for a little spark plug alongside O'Neal.
Gennari attacks high hands.
And Gennari has won at the highest levels. Played for Italy last year on the championship team, part of the Euro Champions League team the year before.
Back to Franklin, over the top, picked up fine. Franklin calling for that inside a bit. Great defensive effort, and then Kat Bell, aggressive. Anna Stevenson-Hall serving. Austin stacked to the right. Hawk handles it. She kicks out to receive. But they're going soft right now. There's a block. And another. All we have to do is say it here and it comes out there.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because I look at Madison Skinner's numbers, they're not bad. I look at Molly McCabe's numbers, who also got pulled in, they're not bad. I almost wonder if McGowan's going to go to a 6-2 now to just get a little more offense. The problem, though, is it's been their passing.
Yeah. And that's the story of their season while we talk about them. Amongst the top blocking team, passing-wise, they have struggled and been at the bottom of the barrel.
And it really comes down to just the overall feel and a little bit of jumpiness and a little bit of nerves.
No good.
And what helps the nerves, we've talked about all night long. Tough serves, get the blocks going, get the celebrations going, and get a little bit of breathing room. This is the time.
Sambothy behind. It's the offense of Madison is just smooth looking, and everybody's involved.
Carlini's one of the best, right? She's just so good at orchestrating. In tempo, hard to read. She's got a lot of healthy options now, too.
Yeah. Trouble, and that just takes the middle out of the options. And Hawk, an attack error. And Madison Skinner with 11 kills, and then Austin out of rotation.
And this is a trend where the FIVB is moving away from these kind of calls that really don't give you a huge advantage.
Obagu out. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong for Austin, and you're just waiting for them to almost remember who they are.
Yeah, just take a deep breath, right?
Yeah. There's a solid pass. What can you do with it? Blocked a second time, but it's up. It's over. Carlini takes a long look across the net. Put it the other way. Everything coming up for Austin. Can they finish the play? Yes. Yes, they can.
A little faith, a little trust, and a little pixie dust on the outside from Anna Hawk. Using some of Madison's own medicine. Dips and slops.
Looking for it. Alessia Gennari, I was looking at her number. She started playing overseas in 2007. Help me understand, because that says 18 years, right? If she's 2007,
Yeah.
my Lord, that's a long career. No wonder Chris McGowan was trying to give her some time off today. Cat Bell, aggression and fire.
And a week ago, she was the spark plug that changed the match.
She was, and that's just who she is, right? Is that fire. She hasn't seen a lot of time this year, but it's been impactful when she does. Bell picks it up outside. Whew. Anna Stevenson Hall with a hammer.
It's crazy. I mean, you see Omaha, and they're turning fortunes, and now you see Madison, and they're turning fortunes. It's crazy how quickly things can change in this league.
Well, I mean, it's just top-level pros on every team. Medved sets Annie, little tight. Medved to Yanitska, and it's a nice set. Not easy to hit when it's coming over your shoulder like that. Yanitska's composure.
She's been so good the last couple of matches.
Asia O'Neal in now. Goes a long way on the slide. Power from Franklin up the gut. Austin calling the timeout. And while they call this timeout in set 4, we will step away. Let's look back at our tail of the tape presented by Adidas. Look at these numbers.
Schumacher definitely winning the charge in that confrontation. Bagu's still having a little slow start, and a lot of the frustration, though, coming from not being involved on the offensive side. They just can't get the passing going.
Yeah, the middles have not been involved, but the opposite, and Annie Drew Schumacher, oh yes, in every way.
Difference in the match so far, difference in the season and the turn for Madison. These last 6 matches, she's brought energy, she's brought excitement, the big jump to match the big swing. Look at her still going.
I mean, Austin has terrific middles in Chiako Bagu and Molly McPage, but as you said, now they got Asia O'Neal, and the passing is not allowing them to use them offensively. What does that do to Madison's middle blocker? What kind of advantage does that give her?
Oh, all of a sudden you have way more time because you're out of system for Austin. You've got less options to choose from, so you can be patient, you can wait, and then see where the setter sets and go follow.
Leah Hardiman re-enters behind Torres' front court. Hardiman able to knock one through.
And Chris McGowan switching a little more offense for the passing troubles, right? In that last set, she came in and gave up a lot of aces.
This front court for Austin, all substitutions coming in. Kat Bell, Asia O'Neal, Leah Hardiman. He's trying everything he can. Medved will set Drew Schumacher. It's a big block with Asia O'Neal, not a problem. The smaller blocker, Leah Hardiman, what do you do against Annie Drew Schumacher?
We saw that big arm swing, and take a look on your left side of your screen. Such a big arm swing, but still the control, still the precision.
There's nothing a lefty likes more than a line shot that they gave her. There you get Asia O'Neal going, and an injection of energy into this Austin crowd. She is beloved here.
And if they can get the offense going, they got the block at the net, right? They got to just put a little bit more service pressure. So far, 2 blocks and 2 aces for this Austin team. That's all for tonight.
Hardiman's serve is strong. Kat Bell patrolling the net just fine. Does it a second time. Asia O'Neal, get the idea, the execution fell short.
Yeah, it's surprising. She saw the open spot in the court, right?
Had a brilliant idea of what she wanted to do with it.
Kelly Sheffield, the head coach at University of Wisconsin, national championship winning coach. He talks about how Lauren Carlini's such a gym rat during this losing streak. They spent a lot of time talking through it.
She's a perfectionist and she likes process. Kat Bell, big swing. Here's a free ball, and you've got Chiako Bagu available, but still not the right opportunity to set her. Anna Hawk, wide.
Such an ambitious swing. Trying to do the Sarah Franklin to Sarah Franklin.
Yeah.
Except the problem is she's given up about 6 inches in the height department.
A break for Austin. They're only down by 4. It feels like more because it kind of feels heavy after the last set, but if you can just get maybe a little better passing, get Obagu involved. Nice set by Drew Schumacher. Kat Bell, it's still up. Don't celebrate yet. Bell has touched the ball a heck of a lot of times defensively in this rally. Janitska. Blocking, I knew it. You could feel Obagu. You called her a hunter, and she was on the hunt.
Oh, that was the block of the match after a couple of great defensive plays, both sides. Jarvis with the read. Kat Bell took a couple of swings in tough situations. Medved sticks an arm out, and at the very end of this, on the prowl.
You said it at the very beginning of the show, that she's a hunter. You could just feel her just tracking her prey. The NCAA Women's Championship continues tomorrow with 2 Elite Eight games on ABC and the ESPN app. Duke squares off against South Carolina in a 2-1 matchup at 1 Eastern. And then LSU takes on UCLA in a 3-1 matchup. Spots in the Final Four are on the line. Are we seeing a turning point for Austin?
It's contagious. Confidence, blocks.
If they can get Obagu.
It almost looks like she's been uncaged.
Yes, and if you can have the ball anywhere near the middle, she will attack. If you can get it to her offensively, if your ball control is good enough. Oh, how the tides, they turn.
And I'll tell you, this crowd, you see the burnt orange, you see the purple throughout, have been so patient with this team. They've been so supportive. It's late. It's almost 11 p.m. here.
Shut down again, and a little look back by Obagu.
Sandbothi trying to make a little eye contact, and she'll get a smile, but she's not going to get any mercy.
Very smart.
And that's one where if you see block after block after block after block, you got to know on the other side they're thinking a little bit more hesitant, a little bit more safe.
Look at that look from Chiako Obagu. Whose house is it? Obagu's got her finger wag out.
And you got one more rotation of Obagu in the front row here at the net blocking. Going after Yuniska.
You have to. To Obagu again. Jarvis, what a read. And Leah Hardiman off the block. Totally different Austin team than we have seen for the last 30 minutes.
Jarvis all over the court. Talked to Eric Sullivan about Jarvis. He said, I was watching. We played against her in the NCAA. She was so good. They were up 2-1 against us. They almost beat us on the underdog UCSB team. I said, we got to get her on our squad.
And of course, Eric Sullivan, now the head coach of the U.S. national team. Zoe Jarvis, big aspirations to be a part of that 2028 Olympic team. Kat Bell, good rip. Obagu on the hunt. Drews Schumacher.
She can do no wrong.
Yeah, she's been spectacular. It's a close set all of a sudden. And you still got Obagu front court. Drew Schumacher with 18 kills today. Yeah, it's gotta be Obagu. As many times as you can. Now she's done, but Asia O'Neal comes in. Kevin, I feel like Asia O'Neal can absolutely adopt that same mentality. She's insulted when she doesn't block the ball. She is.
Takes it personally.
Yes.
Even though Austin's up by a point here, it just feels like Madison's playing more steady, making fewer mistakes. They don't have to worry about Obagu for the next 3 rotations.
Yeah, Austin's still a little frantic, but far better than they were. It's going to come down to, can you set Asia O'Neal?
Great dig from Carlini. Someone's got to step in there, and that's where Medved. You can see Carlini at the very end going over to the young libero saying, hey, that's your ball. Go take it.
Yep.
It's that one that Annie Drew Schumacher's got to run around the world.
And now it's Madison having some trouble passing. But Drew Schumacher with her 19th kill.
She makes that look so easy. It is not. One of the hardest plays in the world right there. 3-person block across the net. Hitting just the top inch of their fingers.
Drew Schumacher hitting 490. That's unusual for a pin. No touch called, and Austin will challenge.
And just on body language, it looks like Anna Stevenson Hall's poker face not quite as good as.
I totally agree. Look at those fingers. They're practically broken.
Yeah, I could see when she was walking away, trying not to make any fast moves.
Right. She's such a sweetheart. She's like, I'm lying, I'm lying. Hardiman. Crowd is into it right now, screaming.
I think you could take all the crowd members and put them out on the court against Annie Drew Schumacher. I don't think they'll be able to stop her.
Austin still hanging on to a slim 1-point lead in a must-win set. Hawk hits it and out, leads up to 2.
And Leah Hardiman has not only been doing it from the service line, not only been doing it from the offense, but her passing has been good, has been steady.
Well, Obagu is back up front, so if you pass well, look for Obagu to get a set.
Claire Chaussee in the game.
Off the head.
Oh.
Out to Chaussee, a second time, gets a touch. Chaussee can bring fire.
But coming off her worst match of the season, and she's been sitting here now for probably about 2 hours watching this match. That's a good confident swing in your first swing.
Yeah, it sure is. She's had a back brace on the sideline, keeping it warm this entire time. Cat bell, unloads.
Ring that bell down the line. Oh, I love when she's got the swag going.
Cat bell always has the swag going.
That's true.
Obagu in the front court. And an ace serve, oh my. Eye contact with Obagu.
There's certain players that have so much swag themselves that they got extra to spread around the team, and Cat Bell one of those.
That is Cat Bell.
If you see yourself on the video board, so what's your energy?
Confidence breeds confidence. And just look at her.
She's got the winks going. She's got the eye contact, and then on the court, the turn down the line. The veteran savvy short serve to follow. Trying to take this Austin team to the promised land.
Here's what's on the line. Austin lost in 5 sets yesterday. This is their final match at home of the League One volleyball season. Their crowd is here. It showed out for them. Meanwhile, Madison If they want to secure the 2 seed in the bye, they have to win out. Chaussee goes out, Sarah Franklin back in, Kat Bell serving. Perfect pass. Who else? Drew Schumacher. Looks like she's 21.
And she's just, Carlini's this conductor, right? And she's just finding the right people at the right time. It's pure music out there. So much fun to watch.
21 kills on 41 swings and 1 error for Drew Schumacher. Unreal. There she is again. Are you kidding? Everything she touches turns to gold. Quick second timeout by Austin. Let's take a look at this magic pair, Carlini and Schumacher.
You know, Carlini's so good at spreading the offense early, but when you need a first down, when you need a touchdown, when you're in the red zone, she knows where the bread is buttered, and that is with Annie Drew Schumacher.
22 kills, 1 error. That's outrageous.
That's a lot of bread.
Meanwhile, we started this set by talking about Austin leading the league in blocking. Where was it? They have 5 blocks in this set alone. Madison, 0. Perfect pass from Franklin outside quickly to Yanitska.
Yeah, and this is high-level volleyball, right? It's side out on one side, side on the other. And if Austin could just settle in and just say, hey, our fate's under control. We just take care of 2 more plays.
Terrific server, Zambothi. And there's a break. Puts Austin at set point. You mentioned it earlier, Zambothi second among middle blockers in service aces. 1 play for Austin. Asia O'Neill and up front, Chiako Bagu serving. Fans on their feet. Leah Hardiman says, I'll take this. Carlini back to her bread and butter. Kill number 23 for Drew Schumacher. That's ridiculous. I mean, just such a strong swing.
So good.
Say my name.
One more. Who do you go on here? There's no easy choice. I know you like
I like everybody
O'Neill
here.
in the middle.
It depends on how the pass is. Leah Hardiman has been fantastic. Kat Bell doing the long run. You've got options. That makes it harder. And it's done. Austin takes set number 4. We're going to 5. What a performance by Austin in set number 4. It's all going to come down to 15 points.
In the infamous words of John McClane from the cinematic masterpiece Die Hard, welcome to the party, pal. What's up? First block, right out the gate. Back set. Just mers it. Love this angle right here. Long arms over the net. It's disgusting, personally. It's an incredible block. Block numero dos. Beautiful thing about blocking is it's not always about big moves. Sometimes it's just about being simple over and into space, and that's what Gia does here. Block numero tres. Good, put him in trouble. Outside of the pin. Big hands, big celebration. I think the theme of this week's block party, it's like an elegant tea party. The theme is simplicity, dynamic simplicity.
Haley Washington. Haley Washington, Salt Lake taking on Madison April 4th. She's never boring, and I want to see, she's going to be talking about Chiaka, scattered, smothered, and covered in this last fourth set.
I think the other thing you got to talk about is the crowd here, right? They've been here, and I think we saw the Austin players giving back to the crowd at the end of yesterday. I'm sure a lot of them showed back up to support the team.
Absolutely, and I'm looking at it. Parents are saying, you know what, you can miss your bedtime tonight. It's 11 p.m. and this crowd, plenty of energy on their feet. What are you going to be looking for in this fifth set? Because I don't know what to expect anymore.
Early start for Austin, taking care of the pass. The defense is going well already.
Kat Bell gets the start for Austin. And for good reason.
Every great team has a Kat Bell that can come off the court, come off the bench, change the complexion of the game, and turn an L into a W.
We may be watching that in progress now. Leah Hardiman also with the start, has a tough serve. Yeah, ride your hot hitter.
Feed the cat.
The more that Kat Bell has success, the more this crowd is going to lose its mind because she's just pure grit.
Carlini very slow to get up.
Oh boy.
Oh. Had a few things to say to the ref about the wiping the floor. I'm not sure if it wasn't wiped before the play. Definitely got to get wiped after the play.
Madison has just one match remaining, and it is that matchup versus Salt Lake in the regular season. Carlini missed. It's deafening in Strahan Arena. Kat Bell studying her prey, Asia O'Neal next to her. Drew Schumacher doing the work.
And the interesting thing about Kat Bell coming on here, she hasn't said a lot.
No.
It's been more with the body language. It's been more with the eye contact with her teammates. It's been a different kind of leadership. Few words here and there. Actions speak louder than words.
Speak softly, carry a big stick, and she has been hammering the ball. Hardiman handles first pass, back to Kat Bell. Why not? Until somebody stops her.
This was not in the script. This wasn't in the script. Chris McGowan going way deep in the bag of tricks.
I was going to say, credit Chris McGowan for not sticking to a script. Just kept looking until he found the right combo. Beautiful set, bigger dig, Kat Bell. Shut down, old love you. Timeout called by Madison.
Everything going right for Austin. They're passing well, they're serving tough, they're getting the big blocks at the net.
Somebody coming under. It's all your ball. All your ball. You're going to take that. Nice shot. Way to play. Keep taking big
saw it last time. You get a couple of blocks, the other side gets a little more tentative and are starting to think tip. So giving that cue to his defense across the net. Drew Schumacher's done so much. You get the feeling Sarah Franklin's got to carry it home if Madison wants to win this. She's been very quiet the last 2 sets.
She's in the center of the serve receive right now. If I'm understanding Chris McGowan, he's saying when Andrew Schumacher tips, your defense is there to pick it up. Don't reach back, don't do anything, it's coming. Ball is wide. O'Neal's serve carries long. Campbell still up front. Obagu up front. Asia O'Neal off the floor. Of course you are. Who else would you go to? Feed the kitties.
It's so good to see this. O'Neal said the reason why she picked Texas as a school is because she watched on TV. She saw Kat Bell win a national champion, and she said, I want to be the next Kat Bell.
I love that. He said she's the next Asia O'Neal. Much different player, right? Super quiet and expressive, but you know, Texas has a reputation as a middle blocker U. They create great middle blockers, and you're looking at 3 of them here in Asia O'Neal, Kat Bell, and Chiako Obagu. Of course. Too much, too wide.
And now you got Bell in the back row. Hawk in the front row. Lose a little offense.
Yep. And Sage Kahana-Torres in the front court as well. Just hot hand. Big dig. Uh-oh. Sambothi grabs the opportunity.
And that was Franklin's best swing in a long time.
This time, Chris McGowan calls a timeout for Austin.
Seeing that low seam, if you can, a little bit of a touch off. I'm just trying to get there.
Hey, just a reminder, the center's a short-way center, right? So when she gets pushed either side, they just roll the extreme way and they're ready for the inside center on a long-way ball. Okay, hey, did you not get tipped away out of this play?
Yeah.
Madison has worked very hard to be in this position. Their first 8 games, they went 1-7. They have won their last 5. They've got some really experienced players who would love to have a bye in the finals and only have to play 2 matches instead of 3. They have to win out the season in order to do that. Obagu hit with a feather. She'll take it.
Jumped so high. The kill was in the jump, just hitting with a crazy angle, crazy trajectory.
Lauren Carlini looking very calm as she makes eye contact with everybody on the team. Pass is not good enough to do anything but go to Franklin. She makes a smart play.
Yeah, that matchup's really tough for Kahana-Torres. The height differential, the trajectory.
Yeah, Furbringer touched upon it for sure in their timeout. Pass is there. Kat Bell is available from the center of the court. It'll be Leah Hardiman again.
And there's some of that fidgeting energy. There's some of that unsettled energy. Just a little too much panic instead of settling. It's an easy cover. It's an easy point.
Yeah. Between 2 excellent players to do it, right? Fleck, Jarvis and Kahana-Torres. Hardiman shut down. Absolute roof block from Carlini and Anna Hall.
And all of a sudden, all the oxygen, all the breathing room, all the comfort level is gone.
8-8, 1 Austin point. This crowd stands back up. Especially if it comes from Kat Bell. A little too hard, and this is the first lead Madison has had in this 5th set. Timeout, Austin.
Take this. Where do you want to be in this row? Slide? Okay. Yeah, just, you need more chi on good passes right here. All right, here we go. Hey, we're passing great. Keep it up. Good passes. Good passes.
Pretty simple conversation, right? He goes first to the player and says, what do you want to do? And then goes to the setter and say, let's do that.
Yeah, and what we heard was a slide to Chiako Obagu. Pass has to be good.
That's the problem. The last 3 points, they didn't have the ability to do that off of the pass that they got.
Ooh, there is a lot of tension in this gym right now. Madison on a 7-1 run to work their way back into this set. Pass is okay. And Obagu makes it all good.
They're actually putting Maddie Skinner into serve for Obagu. Interesting.
Yeah, and Asia O'Neal up front in the middle.
Skinner hasn't played in about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Good serve.
Nice job, great serve. And a first touch. It'll go back again to Asia O'Neal. Oh! It rattles around Madison point, and they regain the lead.
And that's a difference, right? You've got a Terminator. You've got a go-to player on Madison in Schumacher. On the other side, who is that player now for Austin? This is a tough, tough rotation.
Cat Bell in the pipe, you know. Annie Drew Schumacher, 25 kills. There you go, Asia O'Neal.
Oh, and Carlini shaking her head because she knows she's too good to miss that hit. Really nice turn from O'Neal, but missed opportunity. Big play to get out of. Now they got Cat Bell back in the front row. Much more offense, much better rotations.
That's what you're giving up. 26th kill for Annie Drew Schumacher. This Austin team has to be gassed at this point. Played 5 sets last night. Yanitska. This is the final home set for Austin. The first season of League One volleyball. Franklin, perfect pass by Jarvis. Cat Bell, yes ma'am.
Perfect pass, perfect set. And now I think if you're Austin here, you gotta bet the house on Schumacher Drews. You got to, right?
Yep.
Watch Carlini make me look bad.
Oh, I mean, Annie's gonna need ice anyway, why not?
Gotta go for it though, right? Gotta take some chances.
More than anything right now, they need a really good pass, Austin does. Oh, Jarvis, unbelievable recovery. Why not? There she is. Exactly as you called it, Kevin Wong. Drew Schumacher, 3 kills in this set, 27 for the match. Match point. Uh-oh. Swinging for the match, Drew Schumacher finishes it off with her 28th kill. Unreal performance. Madison still in the hunt for the second seed in the finals and a bye. What a performance by Annie Drews Schumacher. Just a new season high in kills for her. Her previous was just a week ago, March 20th, with 26 kills. Today, she has 28 kills. Drew Schumacher does. It has been absolutely remarkable. This is the 6th consecutive win for Madison. Taking a look at Drew's Schumacher. Lefty, we told you, she takes that hand out of her back pocket, it feels like. Knew when to mix speeds as always, and never faltered taking the big swing, whether it was through the seams or over the top. How do you handle a problem like Annie Drews Schumacher? Absolutely elite performance. Madison has 2 more matches. They'll face Salt Lake and then Houston. They win those 2, they get the bye. Annie Drew Schumacher, no doubt the star. She is standing by with Kevin Wong.
28 kills tonight for Annie Drew Schumacher. Came out on fire from the very beginning and set a point. What was getting you so excited? What was the key to your success here tonight?
Man, I think everybody had big moments, and no one was perfect. I know for myself, I had a stretch where I didn't feel the most confident, and I think we just had people really ready to get the job done when we needed it, and that was a really chaotic match, so I don't know if I have a better answer than that until I watch it back.
You can see the connection that you have with your setter, Lauren Carlini. She has a lot of trust in you. Maybe talk through a little bit of the path and the journey that you've gone on and all the strengths that she has.
Yeah, I've probably hit more balls off Lauren Carlini than anyone in my life. We've been playing together for about 10 years now with the national team, and she's a fantastic setter, and I think what makes a good setter is that they're perfect, but they know how to locate. So I just try to communicate as much as I can before, during the play, and give her a vocal cue, and she can find it quite a bit.
Awesome. Congratulations.
28 kills is a new League One volleyball single match record. Here's the standings. Atlanta already secured their first round bye in the finals. Houston and Madison, it's going to be really interesting down the stretch. Madison has to win their next game and then face Houston. If they're able to win both of those, they will move into second place and get to rest the first day of the finals.
Crazy job by this Madison team. You know, we talked a lot about Kat Bell being the game changer on that team, but from the very beginning to the very end, Annie Drew Schumacher and Lauren Carlini, such a great con.
League One volleyball, 1 week left in the regular season and so much still on the line. The next match catches Madison versus Salt Lake, Friday, 10 Eastern on ESPNU. What an unbelievable weekend. 5 setters all over the place this weekend. All of them were 5 setters. That's how balanced these teams are. For my partner, Kevin Wong, I'm Anne Marie Anderson. So long for now. All you need is love.